Hey, Ridgers, I am so glad that you clicked through. Before we get into this post content, I want to let you know why I'm sending you an email. All of us need to hear your voice of encouragement, insight, and wisdom. This new blog will help people across our church, our city, and maybe beyond bring life as they see it lived out in you. We're going to do two things in each of these posts. Number one, I'm going to bring some encouragement and teaching that brings life to you and equips you to bring life to others. I'll also ask you to jump in and tell stories. Who says communication in the church needs to be one-way communication? People need to hear from each other, not just from church leaders. As we all bring stories, you'll be able to see them online, and we'll tell them in services and on social media. We'll even tell them via interview in this blog. Now that you know what we're doing, let's do it. Here are 3 reasons that celebrating should be in your daily routine, especially right now. Celebration is one of God's best tools to carry us through adversity. How could we celebrate in the midst of so much challenge? You know, people are struggling with health and money. Children have lost their activities and connection with friends. People late in life are isolated by their susceptibility. First responders go to work stressed every day. Is this really the time to celebrate? Absolutely. You may have seen on social media recently this new thing called birthday parades. I saw my first one when a friend posted a short video of tons of cars lined up with handmade posters, balloons taped to the side, and confetti in hand. Turns out a little girl in their neighborhood was having a birthday, but couldn't have a party because of social distancing. It was awesome watching complete strangers drive by, honking and cheering for a little girl who will never forget that day. This is the first reason celebrating matters, because celebrating reminds us what is good and beautiful, even when things are tough. Sure, markets are down, jobs are gone or in question, school is off, but none of that changes that this little girl is turning 4. And she, created in God's image, can and should be celebrated. What are you seeing around you that is good and true and beautiful? Point at it, talk about it, tell your friends about it, tell the story. It's easy to lose hope in the worry and fear. In the onslaught of news reports, we all need some reminders of the good, so let's celebrate. Celebrating also brings life to us and to others. Just a week after this, my son had a birthday, and unbeknownst to me, my wife had worked with friends to arrange a parade. I'm not sure who enjoyed it more, him or me. Seeing a parade online was cool, but receiving a parade was way better. Watching our friends drive by one, hanging out the windows and the sunroofs to cheer on my son brought so much joy and laughter to us and our family. After the parade went by, a noise started to rise down the street, and here came our friends for round 2. On this lap, I noticed something different. They seemed to be having just as much fun as our family. Sure enough, when just a few days later, I would get the chance to return the favor to our friend's 18-year-old daughter, it was awesome. Seeing a parade online, cool. Receiving a parade, better. Participating in a parade, best. In fact, we went to another friend's house right after that parade to honk and cheer and throw more confetti because it was so much fun. Did it bring more life to those in the parade or those receiving the parade? Doesn't matter. It brought life. If we want more life, let's find things to celebrate. There's especially good news for us who follow Jesus, and it's our third one. Celebration is always an option. It doesn't require confetti or a parade, though maybe we could do with a little more of both. In fact, it doesn't even require good circumstance. Paul says clearly in Romans 8 that God works for good in everything for those who love him and are called according to his purpose. In everything. So even when grief is real and loss abounds, we can still look and find the good that God is up to and celebrate that. I know it's easy to be anxious, but it's right in the midst of worry that Paul in Philippians 4 says that we should be thankful and fix our eyes on the good and noble and trustworthy and right and pure and lovely to celebrate. In fact, maybe that's the easiest definition of celebration. To look for good and talk about it, write about it, point at it, parade about it. We could all use more life. So let's choose a little more celebration. What are you celebrating? Look around, find opportunities. What have you already been celebrating? Let's let all the rest of us join in on that. Post your stories in the comments below and find a way to share them with people around you, giving God all of the credit. You caught it, right? I gave you 3 reasons to celebrate daily, and I asked you to do 2 things. 1, would you post and tell your stories of celebration? And number 2, if you found this helpful, make a quick list of people who could be helped by this and send them the email or social media post that got you here. I can't wait for all of us to hear all the good that God is helping us see as we celebrate, even in the midst of adversity.